Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I am here at Dorothy Amos Park in Pittsfield with Dashine Moore.
Hello.
Dash, thanks for taking the time to do this today.
Absolutely, my guy. How you been?
Awesome, and I can tell you have too and been really busy.
Working a little bit, you know?
Yep, so we're at the 5th year of the Beat the Streets tournament here at the park.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about how it's going and how many kids this year.
So it's going pretty smooth right now. We got way more kids than we expected. It's probably going to be around 372, including the men's league, and we added girls this year, so just a lot more.
And I can tell, I mean, there's a lot more banners, so obviously more sponsors, more people involved. How about what's going on with that? How much has it grown?
So the banners are just representing the people that, you know, gave to us over the years, not just this year, you know what I mean? So it's growing tremendously. A lot of people giving back. We just had a 4th of July cookout. We probably fed 200 kids, you know, just going great.
It is impressive because the first year I came down when you were doing this, it was like, I don't know, 20, 30 kids, and it was pretty cool. But now we've got food, we've got music, there's scoreboards, there's kids everywhere, there's banners. It is really impressive what you've built here.
What we're trying to do is just give them something, you know, just to look forward in the summertime. Now, last year, I think in the years before, we probably had 30, 40 games. This year we got 120 games. There's 6 games a day.
Wow.
3 days a week, you know what I'm saying? And then we got the elementary kids on the weekend.
And this starts when every day that it is going on at 6 p.m.?
6 p.m.
Okay. And how far are you along in the bracket, like in the tournament?
We're in week 3. We're in week 3, so it's 9 weeks.
Okay.
So we got still a heavy 6 weeks left.
Okay, awesome. And is the weather, the humidity, because it's been brutal, does that hurt you at all, or?
No, the kids been out here. The kids haven't been, complaining at all about the weather. We keep them hydrated, and they play.
Awesome, awesome. So we do have a special guest with us today.
We do.
That I was excited. So Mayor Marchetti is here, and
you're good. You're good. Well, I'm supposed to be talking to you.
Yes. So I know you guys. I'm assuming you guys have met before, right? Or
A couple times.
okay. So
I was here last year for.
I forgot what day it was, but it was a few weeks back.
It was
10 of them.
you connected with a religious organization that did 2 events at the same time.
okay.
That's what it was. That's exactly. That's who did the benches actually. They came down here and did some of the benches.
Okay. Well, this is a big deal to have the mayor here, and I know it's a big deal for a lot of the kids in attendance, and it's exciting. It kind of gets their spirits up when they see that, when they see someone from the city.
So, as someone who ran a junior bowling league for a couple decades, the credit goes to the people working with the kids. And through my own work, I admire folks that come forward and have the passion to do what he does, because he's never right. It's just like being mayor. Every parent complains that my kid didn't get the same kind of treatment or whatever the case may be. So when you're in the thick of it, you're doing everything, and all you care about is the 300 kids that you have out on the court. But you got 600 parents sometimes that know more than you do when it comes time to how to run a basketball league.
Have you had issues like that?
Kind of, maybe a couple parents, but when we tell them the rules are in, when you sign up, so you understand what the rules are. And we made the teams 8, so we make sure that every kid gets to play.
Okay. Because the contest part of it is really cool, but the idea is to keep all these kids busy and happy.
Busy, yeah, because there's a lot that goes on. There's starting to be more things to do within camps and things like that, but it all costs. This don't cost. So all you got to do is show up.
That is awesome. So this is all through the generosity of sponsors.
Absolutely.
And I see the uniforms everywhere.
Yeah. So every uniform you see out here is everyone that sponsored us over the years.
That is great. It's great to see this grow. Is there anything you wanted to ask him maybe about this year's tournament?
Well, so let's talk about future plans.
Yes.
We kind of talked offline that it's not just about Pittsfield, Massachusetts, but how can we connect the youth of Pittsfield to youth of other cities across the state and country. So talk to us a little bit about what your next level of involvement will be.
So what we're gonna do August 2nd is we're gonna go play in the Play for Peace tournament that they have in Boston. What it is, it's law enforcement. They team up with 3 kids and they all play against within all of these kids to have an officer on their team. So we're gonna do that, and you know, in the meanwhile, we're gonna bring some kids to August, I think 12th and the 13th. We're taking kids to play in the Kevin Durant tournament in DC, and we're gonna also take them to Maryland University in Georgetown. Just came back from Harvard with a few kids. We're just trying to get kids some looks, you know, and give them a different perspective on life, because, you know, this is kind of small.
That is amazing, though, man. I can't tell you how proud I am of you, because, again, 5 years ago when this started, it was an idea. And what I've always liked about your approach is you never got into any of the negative of it. I've never heard you get hung up on that. You just kept going. And it just kept growing and growing and growing.
There hasn't been no negativity down here. The police never came down here in 5 years. It's a safe haven.
Maybe we can get the police down here in a game.
Yeah. So I was trying to do that, but it's just not. There's not enough guys that are young on a police force that play basketball. When it comes to the sheriff department, yes.
The mayor's not playing basketball either.
How about the city council?
Might get a bowling tournament going on.
There we go. I'll be there for that.
Might get a bowling tournament. We can do whatever, man. As long as for the community, and get the kids acquainted with, like, you know, people that are heavy officials and the law enforcement, because, you know, that's just it's a little barrier there. It's not like when I was growing up. The cops coached us. You know what I mean? So when we got in the streets, they told us this saying, you better, and if you know what I'm saying? These kids don't know the officers. They might know Derby and a few other ones, but the rest of them, they just disrespectful to them. That's not good. That's not good.
No, I think the more community involvement.
Yeah, you got to build a relationship with them. Got to be. So we're going to start doing things together. That's it. You know?
So maybe we can get some of our officers down here for something. That would be really cool.
Here, they did Officer Day. The sheriff department was down here 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave out free hot dogs, hamburgers to everybody that was on the teams, the coaches. They did a great job. They had the van here giving out popsicles and things. They're helping out. Things are going right. Yeah.
Okay. Other than the mayor being here, have you had some of our other?
Not this year. Not this year yet. Oh, but there goes Karen. There goes Karen.
Okay, so that's Karen Kalinowski's here. Okay. Well, Karen shows up at everything.
Everything, yeah. So, you know, they pop up, but sometimes I don't see people. So the other day, Arrowwood, the guy who runs Arrowwood Camp, was here. There was 500 people here. I didn't see him. But then I got the call that he wanted us to come up there. So on the 4th of July, we was up there playing for the afternoon. We had 2 games up there, did a connection, and then everybody went their separate ways. But, you know, things are coming together. Everybody's building within each other. It's gonna be big soon.
Well, Dash, again, really proud of you, man. I mean, this is so impressive to what it's grown. I know when we talked, you said maybe 250, 300 this year, and then you threw out that 372 number.
There's only one way to build community, and that's community building community.
That's
like
it.
The mayor can't necessarily build community.
Right.
They can build consensus, but people in the community.
Then you bring it to the mayor, and then you start building a house.
You got to build from the bottom up.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you. Playing the tournament. All right. Yeah.
All right. Well, Dash, I definitely appreciate your time. What can we expect coming forward to wrap this up?
So August 23rd is going to be a very, very, very long and big day. It's probably 1,000 people out here. We got teams coming from Albany, Connecticut, Boston, and Maryland.
Okay.
Along with these kids, so it's going to be a huge day.
Any issue, since the mayor's sitting right here, any issue with traffic, crossing, parking, anything?
No.
Parking.
I mean, parking's an issue, but I mean, parking's always been an issue way before he was married. You know?
No safety issues as far as.
Nope. Everybody's been, compliant as of right now. They're not speeding too much because usually it's the officer sitting over there waiting for them to speed down.
Okay, so there has been a police presence here.
Yep.
Okay.
They're doing pretty good.
All right. Well, then you're off the hook.
Works for me.
Thanks again, man. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys coming down here today.
I'll see you soon, and I'll catch y'all in the next few days.